Hello and welcome to session number 11, part 1. We will be continuing with the structured query language which we started in the last class. So let's go to the system and open the GUI or Eclipse, and we'll be logging into the system. So here SC38 and the program number 11 will be writing. So different select query we have seen in our last session. Okay, different types of select query. Today I will show you the DML operation. The DQL part we have seen. Today we will see the DML operation. That means modify, insert, fetching the data part from the table we have seen. Okay, so let's go and do that. So what we have the table, so which table? ZST underscore employee. This is what we have created the table when we were learning the data dictionary part. Okay, total 14 records are here in this. What I want to delete the record number 5. Okay, so how you can delete from the table the data? So what you will have to write here, delete the ZST underscore employee, ZST underscore employee, where key field employee underscore ID equal to 0005. Let's suppose 5 number report if you want to, So very simple, right? You can see that so simple. Employee underscore name should be equal to 0005. 0005. Just check what is the data type, so based upon the data type, we will uh, do the things. So it's the numc, right? Numc 4, because it's a numeric character. Why not to put inside the single quote? Okay, because it's the character, numeric character data type. So I'm just putting inside the single quote so that my query runs successfully. Delete operation runs successfully. So if it gets successfully deleted, then size sub RC will be set as 0. Size sub RC is very important system variable, So we will write that 5th number record, employee deleted successfully. Deleted successfully. Or you can be more specific and tell 5th number employee got successfully deleted, like that. And just save this one, check the syntax. It's telling that some error, right? Where is not allowed here. So some problem is there. So we need to check what is the correct syntax. Okay. Delete. This is the database table where this one. So see, actually we have the different syntaxes, we have the different syntax in order to delete the data. So I'm just trying to find it out what is the correct syntax. How you can find? Press F1 simply and see what is the correct syntax to delete the data from the table. So delete DB tab, right? Just double click here and see what is. So delete from, actually I missed, delete from you will have to give. So Control F2 and you can see there is no syntax error now. Just save this one and activate. So once you activate, the work will be done. Means now we can check. So here like if I run, what happens when I'm running? I'm not getting anything. That means it's not getting deleted, right? Just to refresh this one and see it's not getting deleted. Now why it's not getting deleted? This should be like interesting, things why it's not getting deleted. So there can be one reason, like something is wrong. See here, employee emp underscore name I am telling, and it's employee underscore ID, right? It's a because that criteria is not getting matched, then how it will delete, right? So this you will have to correct. Just save this again, activate and execute, and this time looks everything fine. It should be deleted, and you can see that deleted successfully, right? And now if you come here and see, then you will be able to find that fifth number record is gone. Total number of records was 14, now it's 13. Okay. Similarly, if I put over here 4, right, and activate, then what it will do? Tell me. It will delete the fourth number, employee ID, right? Okay, now some of you might be thinking MANDT is also an key field. Why I am not giving MANDT in where condition? So answer for this is you don't have to mention MANDT because you are using the OpenSQL. This is the OpenSQL. OpenSQL means this is independent of database. Whatever database you are using behind the scene, whether it is Oracle or HANA or MaxDB, does not matter. This OpenSQL going to remain same. So already we understood, like, what is the OpenSQL, what is the native SQL in the last class. So the benefit of having the OpenSQL is that you don't have to bother tomorrow if you want to change the underlying database. You can change easily, right? Because OpenSQL remains same. Now, can you tell me which software at application server changed the OpenSQL to corresponding native SQL of the underlying database? Who will give the answer for this? Very good. DBI. DBI converts the OpenSQL into the native SQL because database understands only the native SQL, right? Right. So we don't have to bother about the native SQL. We have to learn OpenSQL. Okay. So see, you are writing the OpenSQL. So MANDT key field will be taken care by the database interface. That database interface automatically inserts the MANDT. So MANDT is handled by database interface. You don't have to bother about MANDT. You have to just think the other key field apart from MANDT. Is it clear, everyone? Just type yes, right? So now I want to delete the employee ID 4, right? Now activate this one and execute. You will see that employee ID 4 also got deleted successfully. You see, fourth number employee also got successfully deleted. Now, I will let you know some important point. Whenever you perform any kind of DML operation, okay, some important point. Whenever you perform any kind of DML operations, you must have to do the commit work in order to save the changes in the database. Okay, so now you will tell, I'm not writing the commit work anywhere, right? Still, how it is deleting and saving the record? This can be one valid question, right? So what I'm writing, this commit work should be triggered, right? So I will show you here in debugger. Just execute this. Fourth number record is already actually deleted, so we will give some third number. Let's see, the third number is there. Yes, third number is there. So just save this and activate this and execute this one. So if you see that F6 over here, then psi sub RC 0. That means this employee ID got temporarily deleted. So if you come here and just refresh, can you tell me the third number record will be here present or not? Just tell yes or no. Samser is telling no. Neha, Dipali, NK, Gauri, Hitesh, Kirtika, what do you think? Okay, so most of the people think yes, it will be deleted. But I have not written the commit work after size of RC equals to 0, right? So because I have not written the commit work after size of RC equals to 0, what will happen that it will not delete the record, right? So though the size of RC equals to 0, still if you refresh, right, you can see that still this 3 is there. I'm refreshing, clicking on this, still it's there, third number, if you go back even and come here, you will be able to see that third number record is there, right? So you come here and come out from program. As soon as you come out from the program, what happens that implicit commit takes place. So whenever any screen changes happen, or whenever you come out from the program, automatically SAP application software triggers the implicit commit, right? So whenever program is completed, implicit commit is triggered. And now because program is completed, implicit commit has been triggered. So what will happen over there? This 3 number record will be there or not? Sai Savarsi was 0. So after the completion of program, this third number record will be deleted or not? Give me the answer. Very good. So you understood, right? Everyone understood this concept. Let me refresh this and you will be able to see the third number record is gone, right? Why? Why? Because the implicit commit got trigger. Now, your requirement something like that. After deleting the record in during the program execution itself, the data should be deleted. So in that case, explicitly you will have to write the commit work. Okay. Explicitly you will have to write the commit work. So whenever you perform any DML operation, have the practice to write the commit work so that you will make sure that during the execution of the statement itself, the data will be saved after commit work. So during the program itself, like you don't have to come out from the program in order to save the data. So if you come here, and this time I will give 0007, and you will see that during the program itself, you know, here itself. So see, commit work is not executed, okay, till now. So the 7 number will be there. Till now it is not executed. But as soon as you will execute the commit work, I'm pressing F5. So a commit work now got executed. So what will happen that seventh number record will be deleted. So write the commit work after DML operation if you want to change the if you want to save the changes then and there itself. Okay. We will see some more interesting things about this commit work in our coming classes. You know, this commit work is having many other impact in the different scenario, you know, but at of now you just understand it save the data into the database. So this delete operation we understood. Now let's suppose I want to delete all the records where employee previous company name is Reliance, right? So how I can do so? Simply what I will do in the where condition, I will put what? EMP previous company name, EMP underscore prev underscore comp name. So if you don't know the name of the field, simply control and space. If you do, this will give you the, you know, uh, option, different option. Okay. No, it's not giving. No problem. You'll have to write then EMP underscore. No, it's giving. See here, EMP underscore previous company. So control space you have to give, and you can start typing, and you'll be able to get the help. Control space. So now previous company name is Reliance. So wherever the Reliance is there, it will be deleted. Just save this, activate it, and execute, right? Deleted successfully. So what you understood here, if you refresh this, wherever the Reliance is there, all those records will be deleted, right? See here, now you don't have any, you know, records with the Reliance. I want to delete wherever the blank field is there, that particular record I want to delete. So how you can delete? You can simply type here previous company is initial. That's it. Initial means blank, you know, initial means blank. So activate this one. And if you execute this, what will happen? Just refresh this and you can see that wherever the blank was, that particular record got deleted. Okay, fine. So you got this point. So about commit work, I will write some point here. So it will be, you know, implicit commit. Commit work is of two types. One is implicit commit and another is the explicit commit. So explicit commit means you write explicitly this commit work. That is the meaning of explicit commit. So explicit commit means whenever the commit work statement will be executed. Implicit commit means when ever any screen changes. A screen changes means the control goes from one screen to another screen or program execution completes. Then implicit commit takes place and changes into database happens. Okay. So this is what you should know. Fine. So I've written this one. And now what I want to do that I want to change some record. So for employee ID 2, for employee ID 11, weight is not here, right? Weight is not maintained here. So how I can do? I can simply do update set what? Weight. W-E-I-G-S-T. Weight equals to, let's suppose I want to put the weight 55 kg. Okay. So, and where employee ID is what? 0011. Save this one, activate this. So whenever any DML operation successfully executed, then size the RC value gets set to 0. Deleted successfully, right? So here I should have given updated successfully, right? So it has been updated now. If you just execute this, you can see that 55 has come here. Similarly, the weight unit, if you want to, uh, set, then in that case, that particular field, you have to write WEIGST underscore unit equals to kg. So like that, you can do here, updated successfully, just press F8, right? And if you refresh, so you saw that, like, how you can insert, how you can update the data. Okay, now You can see I'm doing one by one, you know, one by one. If you want to perform the changes in mass, then how you can do? So for that purpose, what you will have to do, you know, you have to prepare a internal table with the same structure with which you want to perform the changes. For example, let us suppose, I will show you that part, but let me first show you the insert operation. Okay. So I want to, let's suppose, insert one record into this, right? In this st underscore employee. So just one single record I want to, you know, insert. Inserting a single record. So single record means work area or internal table. Tell me, work area will be sufficient, right? So work area we will declare. So how to declare the work area? Data WA type. What type of work area should be? Type of work area should be ZST underscore employee. ZST underscore employee. So same table you will have to use to define the work area and fill up the table employee ID equals to, I want to insert, let's suppose 00, you know, 1 2 3 is not here, right? 3 is not here. 1 2 11 15. So 3 I want to insert. WA hyphen employee name equals to Gauri. Then WA hyphen, right? So a key field is mandatory, you know, key field you must have to give. So employee ID is the key field, and MANDT you don't have to bother. Only the key field you have to bother about. So employee ID I have given. This is the mandatory to give. Other thing is optional. So, but I will give the employee name. So employee name I have a given. Then employee previous company, let's suppose it was TCS. Then again WA hyphen weight equals to uh, maybe 40, right? And we will put in the single quote. Then WA hyphen weight unit, right? So like that you will have to prepare, you know, you'll have to prepare and then insert. So insert ZST underscore employee from, okay, work area, this one. So work area, check the syntax and can see that there is no error, right? So here I can write inserted successfully. Just save this one, activate this one. So if you execute, it's telling inserted successfully. So which record? Third number record with Gauri 40 kg TCS. If you refresh, you will be able to see that this third number record got inserted successfully, right? Whatever data I have put it up, that it came. So you have seen deletion, you have seen updation, you have seen insertion. Now one more command is there called modification, modify, you know. So I'm going to prepare one more, you know, data. So clear the work area so that you can reuse the same work area. Employee ID, let's suppose 3, and I want to, you know, modify, okay, the employee name from Gauri to Gauri Shankar. Okay, the employee name only I want to just modify. Activate this one and just run it. When I'm running, nothing is happening. That means something is, you know, size of RC is not equals to 0. Okay, so let me comment this insert statement, and modify statement I have to write. I forgot to write the modify statement. Okay, so modify ZST underscore employee from work area. Check the syntax. I think work area also I commented. That's why the error is coming. Control F2, check the syntax. Control F3, activate the program, and then simply press F8. And you can see that modification was successful. You know, modification was successful because it came under size sub RC and the right statement got executed. So the main thing is size sub RC got 0 after this modification. So here, if you execute, you can see the Gauri Shankar is here. Okay, Gauri Shankar is here. Now, 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 if I give the employee ID 4, which is not present here, okay, then in that case, what will be consequences after running this modify statement? 4 is not here, right? So when you run the 4, this modification operation will get fail or pass, right? So I will give the answer for this. Actually, modify is the combination of update and insert. So modify is very powerful statement. Okay. So if the key field found 4-number record, if it is found, then it will update. Otherwise, it will insert the record. That's the meaning of modify. Okay. If it was found, it will update. If does not found, then it will insert. So 4th-number record is not present in the table. What it will do then? It will insert, it will insert. So when you will press F8, what will happen now? The 4th-number record, you will be able to see that 4th, number record got inserted successfully. So you should know this, right? Again, this is important concept. Modify is update or insert. So if it finds the same key, then it will update. Otherwise, record will be inserted. Okay, hope you understood. Now we are going to understand how to perform the change in mass, because this is one by one we are doing, right? This is one by one we are doing. And whenever you do any DML or DQL or whatever, any SQL, DML, DDL, DQL, whatever, what happens? All the code gets executed at application server, and it goes and hit at the DB layer, because your data is stored where? At DB. Table is there where? At DB, right? So when we are triggering the command of DML, it's sending the instruction to the DB. So how the instruction will be sent to the DB, right? Through the network, through the intranet, through the wire, through the connection. So through this connection, data flows. In work area, we are passing the data, right? That work area data goes into the DB and it updates over there with the help of native SQL, because that Open SQL gets converted into the native SQL. So if you have to update or insert multiple records or delete the multiple records, and if you think that you will do one by one, so what will happen? Every time application server has to establish the connection with the database, right? And the time for establishing the network connection, and once the work is going to be completed, it has to remove also the network connection, right? Every time, if you do one by one for each record, it will take time. If you do one by one in the loop, like if you think that you will do in the loop, you will prepare the data, and in the loop you will do, right, or do and then do, or right, so like that. What are the problem? The network time consumes. Okay, network time consumes. See, let's suppose you have some objects at your home, you know this is room 1 and this is room 2, and those objects you want to move from room 1 to room 1 one by one. Let's suppose 10 bricks are there. 10 bricks are there. Door was closed of the room 1. Room 2 door is also always closed. So you will have to first, like one by one brick, if you know transfer from room 1 to room 2, door opening, let's suppose 1 second, then going from here to there, let's suppose 10 seconds, and then again opening the door of room 2, so 12 seconds for each bricks you will have to you know use, right? And again you will have to come back also. You go and again you come back, right? So some extra 2 seconds or 3 seconds, let's suppose, right? 15 seconds total. So uh uh right, so how we decided the time for this? 10 seconds we told for going on coming, let's suppose 10 seconds only, 2 seconds for door opening, 2 seconds for closing, and you know uh, and like maintenance also will be required, right? You will have to arrange the bricks and also 1 second for that extra, right? So 15 seconds we have just put it over here. So for 10 bricks total will be how many seconds? Tell me. 150 seconds, right? But if you were using some basket, right, and all the 10 bricks if you put inside those basket, then what will happen? Only one time you will have to open the door, right? So the 2 seconds, right, plus the 10 seconds from here to here, and then again 2 seconds for opening, closing, and all those things. So, and because 10 bricks are there, maybe putting that bricks in the basket will take some time, 1 second extra, right? And here also for arranging some extra 1 seconds, just a rough idea, So how much time? 2, 1, 3, 10, 13 to 15, 116. So just you are taking how much time? 16 seconds only, and here you are spending 150 seconds. That's why we avoid the select query or any DML, DQL operation, any SQL operation, either DDL, DML, DQL, whatever, mostly DQL and DML I'm talking about, right? We avoid inside the loop. We don't do. If you perform, like if you do such operation inside the loop, that means you are doing the crime, you know, biggest crime. You never have to do that. Okay. So remember that don't write, don't write any sort of open SQL inside the loop, right? One by one, you don't have to do. If only one brick you have to take from here to there, then that's fine. But if you have to take all the 10 bricks from here to here, first put together all, go once, in one go itself, your work will be done. Did you understand this concept? Why you should not write the select query inside the loop or any DML operation inside the loop? Very good. Okay, so now we will put all the bricks into the basket. We will not do one by one. If you have to perform multiple insertion, we're not going to do one by one. So we'll prepare one internal table basket in which all the records we will put. Okay. So one internal table, let's declare data IT type table of what? ZST underscore employee. So WA hyphen, I will use this. We'll prepare the records now. First, we are collecting the data into basket. That means into the internal table. Okay. So let's suppose fifth number record, and append WA to IT. So we are collecting into internal table. Again, clear WA and then employee ID 6, right? And you can change this other record, like here Gauri, maybe you can put some name, Reliance. So it's your choice, right? What you want to put. So the multiple records you can prepare like this, 100, 1000, whatever. The many number of records you can prepare like this. 5, 6, 7. The name you can put NK, and company name Vodafone, weight and all like that. You can, So see, three records one by one. Three records I have prepared. So if you would have done one by one, what will happen? You would have written this, here you would have written modify. Again, here you would have written modify. Again, here you would have written modify. So one by one you are doing. This is not recommended at all. Very bad practice. One by one you don't have to do. Okay. For each record, one by one you don't have to do. I'm collecting all these records in the basket, and all these basket together I will put into this DB table. So modify ZST. So if the record will be, if that key record is there already, it will update. If it is not present, then it will insert, right? Okay, so that is the meaning of modify. But if you are sure that those records are not present, then you can use insert directly. If you don't want to modify, like if you don't want to update anything, you are sure that you have to insert only, right? You can insert. So insert table, the table name is ZST underscore employee from table IT, right? So I'm telling insert the data into this database table from this basket, from this internal table. Okay, check the syntax. There is no error and activate. So in one go, you are inserting all the records in one go. So network load, you are saving a lot actually, and you are improving the performance. You are becoming a better ABAP programmer. Okay, so here inserted successfully. Save it, activate it, and press F8. All the records got successfully inserted in one go. See here, NK, ring key, right? So fifth, sixth, and seventh record got successfully inserted, right? I have used the insert command. Now, can you tell me if same command I am going to run, what will happen? Already that those records are here. So if I again insert it, what will happen? Size sub RC will be 0 or not, right? So size of RC will be not 0. Very good. So if the same value is already there and you are because using the insert statement, what will happen? Size of RC will not be 0. And in that case, if you write here else statement, you can put here already record are present. Records already. Records already are there. Something like that. Okay, got activated. So if I run this time, what will happen that it will tell records already are present because you are inserting. And because already records are there, it will give you the dump actually. OpenSQL array insert produces duplicate records in the database. You cannot have duplicate records in the database. It will give you the dump. So either size of RC not equal to 0 or dump will occur. Okay. So mostly dump will occur because if the same key is already there present, it will give you the dump. Okay. Same key already present, then it will not insert and it will give you the dump. So remember, it will go into a dump. So you will have to make sure that you insert the different record. Okay. You insert the different record. Fine. So this is one thing. Now you tell me if I use the modify statement over here, then what will happen in this case? Will it again go into dump? Yes or no? It will not go into dump because if the records are there, it will try to modify. So it will never go into dump. So modify will never go into dump due to the duplicacy, right? You see that got successfully. So modify also, like if you want to update the record in mass, then again you can use this syntax. So one was insert, which just I used. Insert. So this is the syntax, this is the syntax for insert. For insert, you will have to be careful. For modify, again, you will have to be careful. If that record is not found, then it will insert. So you should know the functionality of modify. Okay. And then delete, like if you want to delete the multiple records in one go. So delete. That's it. So all those 3 records is there in the table. This time it will delete. So if you execute, it will delete successfully, it would have deleted successfully. So if you refresh this one, that got successfully deleted. I would have changed the message correctly, right? Fine. So you got the idea about the mass updation, right? So what is the recommendation? Recommendation is prepare all the records in the internal table and then in one go perform the DML operation. Okay. DML, or see, select query also you don't have to write inside the loop. Okay. One by one you don't have to write. So instead of writing the DML operation, I will write SQL so that everything will come. DQL, DML, DDL, everything will come. So hope you got the idea. DML operation we understood. Now I will take you through the different joins. Okay. So there are 4 types of joins. One is the left outer join, another is the right outer join, full outer join, and inner join. So most of the time you are going to use this inner join, inner join you are going to use. Okay. So let's suppose between Mara and Marcy. Okay. Between Mara and Marcy. I will show you with the help of example first, and then I will show you in the system. Let's first understand the concept of this join. I'll open the data and I will share with you. Just 1 second. So mm, yeah. Okay. So in this Excel, if you see that here I have Excel, some data already I have prepared, you know. So here come to this. Let's suppose you have the employee table, employee ID, first name, last name over here, and this is your employee country, employee ID, country, language. If you put the inner join between employee table and employee country on employee ID, then whatever the common employee ID is there between these two tables, that only will be executed. So what is the common between these two tables? Here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5 and 4, 5. These are only the common you have. Okay. 4, 5 and 4, 5. So when you will put the inner join, you will be having the data only 4, 5 between these two tables. So that is the meaning of inner join. Inner join means common. Then left outer join. Left outer join, if you are going to put this table in the left and this table in the right, when we use the left outer join, then all the data from the left table will be coming. You can see that all the data from the left table 1 to 5, 1 to 5 it's coming. The name is coming, right? And so in the selection, I'm using only employee ID and first name. If you will be using the last name, then one more column last name will come and the data will come, right? So left outer join on employee ID, all the data from the left table and whatever the matching records is there from the right table, that will come. So country and language we are selecting. So country and language from the right table, that means India Hindi and Nepal English. India Hindi and Nepal English, right? So all the records from the left table and only the matching value from the right table will come if you use the left outer join. Right outer join is just vice versa of left outer join. That means all the record from the right table, you can see that employee ID, first name, country and language is there. So country and language will come from the right table. So all the record from the right table in case of right outer join. And 4, 5 is matching. So 4, 5 is matching. So for that employee ID, you know, uh, this 4, 5, right? And the first name is coming from this, right? RC and Soha. So whatever matching from the left table, that only is coming, and from right table everything is coming. So from right table or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is coming, right? So like that. And full outer join, that means everything combined together. Means all the record from the left table, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the record from the right table. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see that 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And if some records are common, that will come only once. Okay, like union, if you know union concept, right? So inner join is like intersection and this is like union, and whatever the value from the left table is going to be, right? So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this first name is there, so first name is coming, and because country is there, so country is coming from here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So full outer join means all the data from both the table based upon the matching condition. Let's go and write the query. So we have this table, ZST underscore employee, right? And we have another table, ZST underscore company, right? So let's see what are the data in this. So some data over here, right? What we will do, we'll put the different types of join on these two table. Okay, ZST underscore employee and ZST underscore company. And the matching criteria will be employee previous company of this table, and for ZST underscore company, the company name, right? So both field is same. So let's go and put first the inner join. Join demo. So come here and see, this is the data you have. And ZST underscore company. This is the data here in the company you have. So based upon the company, we are just going to put the inner join. So I want to fetch the employee ID, and then I want to fetch the employee name, you know, and whatever you can select whatever you want. So just three fields: employee ID, employee name, employee salary from this ZST underscore employee table. And from here, I will select a description. Okay. So company name and description. So let's come here and write the query. So select employee ID and employee name. Employee. So see what you will have to do. You have to mention the table name if you are using, you know, uh, the inner join, because from the two table you are getting the data. So you have to make sure that you are using the table name. So ZST, this employee ID is there, employee underscore ID. Then you just copy this. Another field, what is the another field? Employee name, EMP underscore name. Then employee previous company name, employee underscore PREV underscore company name, comp name. And then employee salary, ZST underscore employee, and what you have, EMP underscore salary. From, okay, and then from second table, what you want, the second table name is ZST underscore company. So you give ZST underscore company, and which field you want to select? Company underscore name, you just select company underscore name. Then description, ZST underscore company description, right? From which table? From ZST. So two table we are using, ZST underscore employee inner join with ZST underscore company on. So this is what the syntax you will have to use. First, you will have to tell the field which you want to select from different table. Then you will have to write from the first table This first table will be your left table and inner join with right table, ZST underscore company. And the joining criteria will be what? The employee previous company name equal to the company name. This is the joining criteria. So this should be equal to this should be equal to this. So like that you can write the, you know, and when you are fetching the data, of course you will have to put the data somewhere into internal table. So into table IT you will have to put, and this internal table you will have to define. So define the structure begin of TS underscore tab. On a structure just I'm defining for both for all kinds of field. So one is employee ID, copy this, employee name. So you can also do like this, Alt, Shift, and then like this you can do. You will have to uh, press, put the cursor, you know, you have to put the cursor here, just put the cursor, then press Alt, then sorry, put the cursor here, Alt, Shift, and then you press here. So what will happen? Everything will be selected and in one go itself, you can put it. One second, we have to get the space and then Control V. Okay, and give the type is, so I'm just going to use this for type. So for type also what we can do, Alt and then Alt Shift and copy, and then we can paste it. Type, 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 type. So on internal table we are just creating, because we are using the old OpenSQL. If you use the new OpenSQL, all these things you don't have to do, you know. I will show you. And hyphen you have to give, right? You have to give the hyphen here while declaring. So either you give a data element or like that you give the table name hyphen the field name. Okay. So data element also you can give as we used to give. End of TS underscore tab. Pretty printer, and the this you can see that like that structure got created. So data IT underscore tab, type table of TS underscore tab. In this internal table we are we will be fetching the data. Okay, now this data we will be displaying. So CL demo underscore output, this utility class given by SAP we can use to display the data. Just save this, check the syntax, and some error is there, we will correct this error. So description, it's telling there is no component called description. Let's go and see description, right? ZST underscore company. Let's see if we are using the ZST company underscore name, right? Company, no, that is fine. From where description is coming? Description is coming. Okay, this description is coming from the text table. Okay, right? So in this table, you don't have that description field. That's why it's giving you, you know, it's not giving you the data, right? That's why it's not giving you the data. You and GST is blank. So we will just maintain the GST something something so that we'll be able to see, and we will put the select query GST, not the description. Description is coming from the text table. How to see text table for a table? Go to and text table. So for that particular table, this is the text table. And if you want to get the data from the text table, again you will have to put the inner join on this text table. So maybe I can use this text table. Okay, I can use this text table to fetch the data instead of ZST underscore company, or that field you will have to remove, right? So I will not puzzle it. Simply what I will do that in this field which the table which I am using, I will maintain this data. Copy this, go to SC16N or see if you have the table maintenance generator for this. So we will go and maintain quickly. Yeah, table maintenance generator is there. That means we can maintain the data simply from here itself. The language and all those things is coming. GST number related data is not coming, right? Okay. So go to SC16N and give this company code and maintain entries. Okay, because TMG you have created. So no problem. What we will do, we'll have to regenerate actually, that TMG for this because the company GST is not coming. So what we will do that, or we will do, the SQL, the DML operation to insert the data into the company GST quickly, right? So we will start using the SQL which we have learned. So how we will do? Select all the data from table ZST underscore company, ZST underscore company into table. I will use the, new open SQL. So I will not have to declare the internal table. See, I'm using the new open SQL at the rate data. I'm using new open SQL so that I don't have to declare this internal table. Otherwise, I will have to declare. And now I will put the loop at IT underscore company and assigning field symbol. We'll declare one field symbol to just update the data into this internal table. So one by one, we will have the reference on this field symbol, and just what I will do that the GST number I will update something with 1 2 3 4 5 like that. So site tabix it will keep on changing. So save this, check the syntax, and this part I will comment at this moment. So if you see internal table I prepared, right? First we are preparing the internal table, and now I will update the data. So update ZST underscore company from table IT underscore company. Okay. And commit work. If psi sub c equals to 0, then end if. So spelling should be correct. Successful, right? So if you come here, you'll be having the GST available with you now. See 1523634. So you got the GST updated over here. I will comment this part and I will show you the inner join now. Now we have the data available. So instead of description, I will be taking the GST. Okay. So GST, 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 company GST. Okay. This company GST, you are going to fetch here. And in a select query, we'll have to use the tilde sign. This is known as column selector. Means hyphen here does not work. Okay. Hyphen you don't have to use. Tilde sign in select query will have to use. So pretty printer function is this one. Yes, you can put your question. And if I miss any question to give the answer over here. How about commit inside the loop? No, we do not should not write the commit inside the loop. Okay. Commit inside loop is not recommended. How to delete the multiple records by passing the how to delete the multiple records. I showed you, right? Okay. So just save this one, check the syntax and into table, right? So table, declare table. See here I'm using the old OpenSQL. This is old OpenSQL. In new OpenSQL, you will have to give comma everywhere, comma everywhere. So new OpenSQL we have discussed in our last class. Okay. So sometimes I will be using the old OpenSQL just to showcase you like how you can, do. But new OpenSQL is very easy to use. You don't have to declare internal table then. See here, if you don't declare the internal table, like if I comment this one, it will ask you, where is internal table? See here, right? But if you just convert into the new OpenSQL, so I'm converting into new OpenSQL, see here, it will not ask me. Now, just what you will have to do, you will have to declare it, so this declaration and all is not required with the new OpenSQL. So easy, right? Into table at the rate data, little practice will be required in order to use it, efficiently. But once you see here, there is no error, right? I commented everything and there is no error. So you can use the new OpenSQL, right? So concept remains same, inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and one thing you should know that old OpenSQL only supports inner join and left outer join, inner join and left outer join. But the one which we are using over here, it supports inner join, left outer join, and right outer join as well, you know. So this is just save it and activate this one. And you can uncomment this and just press F8. So see, which data you are getting here, employee ID, employee name, right? So whatever the common based upon the company. So TCS is there here, TCS. So 3 from TCS will come out, 2, 3, 4, right? So Neha Sharma, Gauri Shankar Sharma, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, right? And then what is another common? Tata. So you'll have to find out the common. One is this TCS, right? Is common. And what is Sohan, right? This Sohan company is also common. Other than that, Google and Tata is here. Google is also common, right? Google. So this is also common. So for common, you will be able to find the record. So for Google, uh, the GST, whatever for Google, the GST is there, that will come actually. Okay. So for Google, the GST one is there. See, the Google, TCS, and so on is coming. So the common records which is going to match that will come and it will show in the output. Now, if you just change this, instead of inner join, if you put left outer join, so all the data from the left will be considered and only the matching value from right will come. So press F8. See, so all the data from the left table. So from the left table, employee we are using, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 15. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, and 15. All the data has come, right? All the employee name. And whatever the matching from right. So for Sohan company, the GST is 6, right? For Vivek Kumar, Tata is there, but for Tata, the in company data, you don't have the data. For there is no data for Tata. That's why corresponding GST number is not coming, right? So that is how, like, left outer join means all the data from the left and whatever the matching value from the right, the value will be displayed. Similarly, and syntax, you can see that it's same, just you have to change. For inner join, for left outer join, for right outer join, just you change this left to right. And right is supported only in new OpenSQL. So that's the power of new OpenSQL. In old OpenSQL, this is not supported. So if you activate, press F8C. For the right, all the data from the right will come, and whatever the matching record from the left, that left will come. Other thing will be. So please go and practice this. Otherwise, I will be only practicing and you will not be able to understand, because practice requires. So full outer join, if you see that full outer join does not support even in uh, you know new OpenSQL here, at least in this release, right? So left, right, inner. So full outer join is also is not supported even in new OpenSQL. Okay. So just activate this, and I will just mention this one so that I'll be having the idea. New OpenSQL, old OpenSQL you have just seen. In old OpenSQL and new OpenSQL. Old OpenSQL just supports inner join plus left outer join. But in new, inner join, left outer join plus right outer join. Okay. Write and message will do implicit commit. Write and message. I think yes, you need to check, you know. I also need to check. Okay. So please check and you can share, you know. Fine. So this is what the save this one, activate this, and now I will show you for all entries. Again, very powerful concept. So all these are very, very important concept whichever we are discussing. Okay.